go then, the reverse grid race, and as you've probably noticed, we've only got 7 cars, so it's not exactly a packed field this one. It's a reverse grid race with Angus McCulloch on pole. We've got a car stuck on the grid. That's the Audi of Chichi. What's happened to you, my friend? Let's go back and have a quick look. Oh, he's false started. So he false starts. Unfortunately, Miggins is alert to that fact and manages to get round him. I was going to put Chichi quite a way down. Hopefully, shouldn't take him too long to catch up. But you do spend a lot of this first sector at full pace. So as Rafael gets past the Lamborghini straight away. Yeah, so you spend a lot of this first sector, just this bit here, just at full churn basically. Going full balls to the wall. So at the minute we've got Rafael leading the way. He's got a nice early jump there on Angus McCulloch up. We've got Aldo who's in the Jag. So we've got quite a good represented field here despite there only be 7 cars. Oh, who's made that mistake? That was Angus. What was that? Oh, does he just go a bit too late? He does. Daylight and $1 short for Angus, but no advantage. And certainly no disadvantage for Raffo there, just a minor inconvenience. He can carry on his way, but that's going to hurt Angus McCulloch's chances here. As Aldo and Miggins get their way past. We've got Maniaf in the McLaren as well, with P-Gib in the Audi, and then Chichi in the other Audi. So we'll keep an eye on Chichi's progress, because I've got a feeling he may be wanting to make his way through the field. There's a Santa Croix. One of the fictional circuits on Gran Turismo. As we see Maniaf there. Was Manny going for a move on P-Gib? Oh, Angus McCulloch's gone deep. Just had Valentine's Day here in the UK, and I wish he went that deep on Saturday night, but we'll see. So we see P-Gib's. Oh yeah, no, he went. Well, he actually gave Miggins a bit of a punterino there. But again, just a slight mistake by Angus McCulloch, but he's like Chichi, who's had a storming first lap. After that early mistake, Angus McCulloch's all the way down the back of the grid now. Leading the grid though is Raffo, followed by Aldo, with Miggins in tow. A little bit of a gap then back to P-Gib. Ahead of Maniaf, Chichi, and Angus McCulloch in the Lamborghini. Chichi going for a move here. Has he got the overspeed on Manny in the McLaren? Oh, go on. Oh, that's. Oh, right. Yeah, this is a good overtake, right. So what I think happened here is I think Chichi just released the brakes a bit early and rolled off, and then got the cut back on the McLaren. He probably went a little bit deep. Yeah, so you can see it roll off there, look. Oh, that was nice. Get that submitted for overtake of the week, because that was nice. That's Chichi up to 5th then. He's made up 2 spaces in this opening lap. Nearly overtook 50% of the field as Chichi then in the opening lap, with P-Gib in 4th. The next target, we've got Miggins looking at the Jag of Aldo, with Raffo starting to make a bit of a break at the top. Does Miggins actually go for a look there on the back of the Jag? Pulls out of it a little bit further back. Gibbo ahead of Chichi. If you watch the last video, you will have noticed how P-Gib tried to stretch out a no stop at Blue Moon. I'd be very surprised if he tries it here, with him being in the Audi, and there's a bit more tyre wear here at St. Croix. It's a longer lap, there's more corners. We actually turned right today a couple of times as well, actually. So this is more of a traditional race circuit than the one we were at before, but hey, the Americans love a bit of NASCAR. Angus McCulloch's getting hassled by Manny. Manny F in the McLaren. Oh, so we see the TTs going side by side. We've got Chichi. Oh, you overtaking your penalty, Chichi? Is that? Let's have a look. See, the penalty came up as he'd committed to the move, so he was already like past him. I'd need to look at it again. I'm not going to in this video, but I think he was already past P-Gib by the time that the penalty came up. But we shall see. Anyway, Monsieur Raphael leading the way. We've got Aldo, Jag, still got Miggins for company. Chichi now is past P-Gib, and he's getting rid of that penalty now. And he's actually, Miggins has gone deep. Is Miggins going to be the next target here for Chichi? Does love an overtake round here, does the Sausage King. That's a lovely scenic backdrop there for that overtake, and he manages to get that move made up back into the podium places then for Chichi. Before we've even got to the end of lap number 2. Meanwhile at the back, Manny is still chasing down Angus McCope in the Lamborghini, still pretty close here at the back. P-Gib has dropped back a little bit now. Miggins just slaps the wall there, so that might affect his speed down the straight. It looks shorter than it actually is. You do pretty much get to full pace down the back of it. And the Jag's a great top speed car, so I'd expect that to be pretty powerful here. The McLaren's generally pretty decent everywhere. Not the best in any field, I don't think, but you can put them on any racetrack almost and they'd do a good job. So they tend to feature quite highly. Of course the TTs, the overpowered Group 4 car, just more powerful than pretty much anything else. Just that initial acceleration for the TTs is just insanely high. Their Achilles heel though is their tyre wear, so the tyres, with it being front end and front wheel drive, the front tyres on that car having to do all the work, and as a result of it, will die off very quickly. Manny off with a little bit of a penalty then, so he's going to have to shake that before he attempts to overtake any cars, but he's dropping back from Angus McCollum now. He has actually tried, yeah, he's burning that away straight away. Raffo's lead at the top, starting to stretch a little bit. Chichi goes for a move on Aldo. What move can we get a better look? So yeah, he's lined up Aldo. Not traditional overtakers because it's not a huge braking zone here. And you're straight into an opportunity for the car to have a pop back, which Aldo's going to try and do here on the outside. Aldo gets on the brakes early, he does go for that cutback, he does a Chichi on Chichi, but the sausage man able really to get a decent exit. That TT's strength is coming into play, that's where it's good. So if you make a little bit of a mistake under braking in an Audi, you can typically rectify that pretty quickly. P-Gib, as you can see in the background, as Chichi does make that move down the inside, and Aldo goes back again. Let's just see if Chichi does yet another overtake up here. He's forced around the outside this time. Does he go for the cutback again? He's not side by side here. It's going to have to be a bit more of a lunge than anything else. He looks at it. But to be fair to Aldo, Aldo's relatively tidy on the brakes, to be fair, but Chichi just saw a gap and put a car there, so good racing, to be fair, between these two. Looks nice and respectful enough. So that's Chichi up to second place then. And he's now got a fair gap to Raffo, so the gap is 4.5 seconds then to the McLaren in front. And we can see P-Gib and Miggins fighting away, so Miggins somewhere has lost the ground to P-Gib. P-Gib is in an Audi though, and as I've said, these things are just pretty overpowered. Manny's having a bit of a nightmare. He's like I said in the last video, Manny and Aldo, they were pretty much last minute additions to the league, so they will have, if they've done any testing, I'll be very surprised. So they will have come into this blind. So it's just a case of whether they've driven this track before that they know it really, and they might have got 5-10 minutes practicing before the race started, but making excuses up for them, that's probably the reason why they wouldn't had much exposure to it. Everyone else has known what this track's going to be for a long time, so they'll have been able to do some practice. Right, so Chi-Chi is setting purple sectors now. He's broke the chains free of Aldo. It's a relatively close race in here, but the reverse grid has mostly sorted itself out now with the likes of Chi-Chi and Raffo where they belong. The only sort of one out of position for me is Miggins, who I would expect always in this league to be battling for a podium. We've got Aldo now coming under pressure from P. Gibb in the Audi. So it is the Jag just starting to suffer a little bit on the twisty roads. The fact that an Audi just overtaken him will probably lead me to that conclusion, but who knows what's really going on. So the Lamborghini is a car that's struggling. He's struggling here today. Actually getting caught by Manny. Okay, right, so we're a third of the way through. We mostly know where everyone is. Let's see where everyone ends up. Now, just as I did break away from the action there, almost immediately something happened, so that teaches me for trying to cut corners. But we're watching Miggins, currently in 5th, has just been battling away with Aldo and everyone else. He's coming down to the almost hairpin left-hander then, so this is the one where you really need to hook your entry points up, and he just dips a wheel on the sand, and unfortunately that just sends him spinning round into the sand. Very hard to recover from there, and Angus McCullough and Manny Aff both swing past, so that's Miggins now, unfortunately down at the bottom. Although to be fair, bottom in here, still 7th, still getting good points, so it's kind of worth still lumping round, to be fair, because he's still getting points out of the occasion. Quick check on the gap between these two. So the gap between Raffo and Chi-Chi is shrinking down. Chi-Chi was setting a lot faster that time round, but the Audi's tyres may start going soon, so all is not lost. P. Gibbs just done a 17.8, so that tells me the Audi's tyres are absolutely fine. Okay, let's try again. So I'm picking this up towards the end of lap 8, so a few things have happened since we've been away, nothing dramatic, I just wanted to see how it planned out. So Chi-Chi, everyone else had pitted, Raffo hasn't pitted, and when Chi-Chi came out the pits, the gap between Raffo and Chi-Chi was just over 10 seconds, it's now 6.7. So Raffo, is he trying the nose? No, he's going to come in now. So that's probably going to give Chi-Chi the lead, I think. I don't think Raffo's going to get in and out in that time. And then we've got P. Gibb lurking in the background. P. Gibb on fresh tyres is doing a grand job. So yeah, Chi-Chi takes the lead. Raffo's going to come out second then. It was really weird. It was showing me what? His tyre graphic at the bottom's going all weird. Anyway, never mind. Yeah, P. Gibb in third. Miggins has just pitted now as well. So he's going to be potentially back at the bottom. Angus does get out just ahead of him, but I'd imagine Miggins will try and get that place back. Then we've got Manny, who has pitted a few laps ago. He's up the road in 5th. Aldo's not too far away from him either in the Jag. We've got 2 Audis. So P. Gibb holding the fastest lap at the minute, 17.8. Chi-Chi at the minute's fastest lap is a 17.9, but he's set purple sectors. So he's going fast. It's Chi-Chi now he's in the lead of the race. Just starting to pull that gap now over Raffo, who on and out that will be warming his tyres up. Starting to see a little bit more field spread creeping in after the pit stops. Not as much of a strategic battle this one, more of a yeah, Miggins does get past Angus there, we can just see it on the map. Yeah, more of a just outright pace this one. This is more about just how you manage your race pace. Yeah, there's confirmation Miggins now ahead of the Lamborghini of Angus McCullough, but Angus, even though he's technically last, Miggins goes deep and he'll be reclaim that place back. Even if you finish last in the race, you still get a 7th place points, so you might as well just lap around at the back, to be fair. Chi-Chi's on to set a fastest lap, potentially dip into the 16s as well, if he hooks his last sector up nicely. We'll check on that in a moment. In terms of Raffo, it's going to be hard for Raffo to catch up to the TT, to be fair. He's even at risk of getting caught by Gibbo. There is a risk of that. The TTs are just the dominant car for this circuit. So what does Chi-Chi do? Does he get a 16? No, it's a 17.2, but it is a fastest lap, so 17.2 as opposed to a 17.8, so vastly improves the fastest lap time. So well done to Chi-Chi for that so far. Of course, someone could come along and beat it, we don't know. These two are still fighting away a little bit. Both seem to have a little bit of uncertainty regarding the circuit. The amount of times we've seen them make little mistakes along the way, and that's what's put them in where they are. Nothing other than that. Chi-Chi now storming away at the top. I guess one thing I want to keep an eye on is, can P-Gib catch the McLaren? He's going faster, so he should catch him, but Raffo's got a couple of seconds gap, so whether he can just hold him off, I'm not too sure. Not gonna lie, I've just been watching this just casually. Didn't realise that we'd hit 28 minutes. And yeah, just thought I'd cover the last lap. Chi-Chi might get a 14th lap in. I don't think Raffo and P-Gib will, but we'll see how that pans out. So current order is Chi-Chi, who did beat his fastest lap on lap 10. He did a 17.1. We've got Raffo, who he was getting caught by P-Gib, but that P-Gib seemed to keep the gap where he is, and then it stayed steady. So I reckon Gibbo's just starting to lose tyres a little bit now. Aldo in the Jag doing enough at the minute. He's not anywhere near the top 3, but he's comfortably in 4th. We've got Maniaf, again similar to Aldo, he's just managed his race pace. Really good consistency for Maniaf. We've got Miggins, who's been in a bit of a battle with Angus. I would say safely for Miggins that this is probably not one of his stronger circuits. Not in the strongest car either, and he did have that error. And then Angus is 7th, but don't forget they'll all still pick up decent points for this anyway. So the closest action, I guess, is between these two, and if we hop on board P-Gib, he can see Raffo up ahead, but with the shrinking amount of time, we've got 40 seconds remaining of this, and that's pretty much I think they're just going to time out as they come towards the line. You can see that I don't think Raffo's in any danger, as long as he just keeps it on the straight and narrow. But Chi-Chi, from false starting, being right at the back and quite a way down as well as we started the race, sived his way through the field, made a couple of nice overtakes on the way as well, so definitely great race for Chi-Chi. Despite the fact that we've got a very anemic looking field tonight, not many drivers here, but you've still got to put that work in, so Chi-Chi's done just that, reaps the rewards of his efforts and takes the victory here at St. Croix. So well done to Chi-Chi, that'll do no harm in the championship standings at all. GT Raffo holds on to P2. He did lead the race for a lot of time, but ultimately couldn't hold the Audi off. Another Audi in P3, which is Gibbo, so podium finish for Gibbo. 4th for Aldo. So, 2 good results for Aldo in his opening rounds here at the GTTCC. With Maniaf in 5th, he's a P1 compadre. Miggins, 6th for Miggins. And Angus McCorb in 7th. That's it. Thank you for watching.